Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by BB. There is no second best daily YouTube live stream to talk about these markets, guys. Welcome. I hope you have all had a phenomenal start to your week, a great Tuesday, as we continue to, we continue to digest, as well as the market, of course, all the craziness that happened last week. You can see some of that craziness still reflected on a lower time frame, looking at some of these Bitcoin, some of these Ethereum moves. Obviously, equities have moved pretty strongly as well since the weekly open. But I'm Snorlax. You guys also know me as Tommy. I'm joined by Max, Tucker, Jackus, and Dr. Will's Outlook. Welcome. But yeah, I hope you've all had a phenomenal start to the week. Like I said, we're going to try to cook you up some delicious food today, as always, on this beautiful Tuesday morning. But first, guys, I'm going to need you all to smash the like button. If we can get up to a certain number of likes, we might have to throw you guys a bone. But you guys did a pretty good job yesterday. I want to see us one up that even more so than we did yesterday. And I know it's in you. So we'll see. But we always appreciate when you guys smash that like button for us. I would love if these tech gods and their algos were benevolent and solely judged our channel on the merits of our content. But unfortunately, we do need a little bit of help from you guys, the audience. We always, like I said, we love when you guys not just tune in and watch our content, but also enjoy our content as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the charts a little bit more. Let's talk about some of our beloved assets, guys, from crypto to equity markets. Crypto's kind of nonchalant today, right? I would say probably a majority of the volatility that we saw yesterday might have been front running the print that we saw in PPI. Obviously, equities are ripping today on the back of a PPI print where inflation is shockingly, I know this is going to come as a shock to some, but inflation is still going down. I don't know when it became not priced in for inflation to be coming down, but it does seem as though at least things like treasury bonds were not getting bid because people thought inflation might potentially remain elevated. Obviously, that would lead to the discussion about rates going higher once again. But I think that this week will probably put we'll probably quell those fears a little bit if they even existed, right? And we're still kind of on pace and expecting that rate cut that's coming in the middle of September when the Fed speaks, of course. But risk assets are responding very positively to the data that we got this morning, right? Tucker had the equity market, had the S&P up. I'm looking at NVIDIA up 5%. There are certain altcoins that are outperforming today as well. And majors, while ETH is read about 2.5%. It's really more so just chopping, right? This lower time frame range is so volatile that ETH can be up 3% or down 3% on any given day, and still basically just flat on the week, because that is just kind of a reflection of the craziness of last week, right? Where Bitcoin, Ethereum, and really all financial markets showed a tremendous amount of volatility and ultimately a lack of liquidity. And I do think that the latter theme will likely persist for another few weeks until we start to see some more substantial ejections by the treasury market, as well as seasonal liquidity injections as well coming in Q4. But welcome, guys. I hope we've had a great start to the day. I'd love to get y'all's thoughts on the markets here. I know today's kind of a bit of a nonchalant day, at least as far as what we've seen thus far from markets. So if you guys have any thoughts, any charts that you'd like to look at, I am going to open the floor now. What's on your mind? Crypto, equities, talk about soybeans too, if y'all really want to.
Before we get started, you're welcome, Smando. Somebody's gotta add to the service of taking people out. Yeah, and then I know you meant to put only Will in there, Kareem, but that's okay. I appreciate you too. Yeah, we're not really doing a whole lot, I would say. Just saying, like, the dollar is nuking, obviously. We're coming into resistance. We got to break through it. That's basically it. I would say don't get overly bullish until you do. I'm eyeing with caution. Obviously, not sitting any cash at all. Reposition the fundamentals. People keep on LOLing about it at it, and we'll see how it plays out. Because I think I made the right move in 2023 with buying only shitcoins, and I was like, this is the time, dumpster dive. And then now I think it's the time for fundamentals because I think that's what retail is going to come in and try and buy.
Hang on.
Hang on.
That was
It is what it is.
Whoa.
That was an outrageous statement, and
I don't make the rules,
you think
man.
retail's going to come in and buy fundamentals?
I don't make the
When
rules.
has retail ever come in and bought fundamentals? Will they come in and they buy garbage? And you know
every
that.
single
last
time they
cycle.
come in, they buy fundamentals first. They rip the fundamentals, and then they realize, oh, look, there's a casino over here in the corner, and we didn't realize it existed.
No, they
go to
come
casino.
for the casino and they stay.
The casino
for
is
the
us right now.
fundamental.
It's not them. It's not them. You're
I
not
know,
going to
we-
trick people into buying trash off the rip. You trick them into buying trash later.
I don't know. I think people could absolutely get tricked into buying trash off the rip.
I'm not telling you to buy ADA. I'm just stating.
No,
the
I know.
obvious,
And
right?
I think you're right. Like the belief factor needs to be there, right? That we talked about yesterday. I'm pretty sure like people need to believe that like Sui is going to actually change the world. Like that does need to happen, right?
not.
But
Sui's going to change the world.
we got to take it there because that's how people were last cycle, and they'll be that way again.
but it's still going to get outperformed by
Yes, it's just
and
so
all that.
revolutionary.
Yeah.
Do you not remember the conversations around ADA? And how ADA was going to be the money flow
Dude,
system for
I
everybody,
remember.
and they were changing Africa and
I
everything.
Yeah,
remember
but-
all of it. I remember all of it.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, of course. I loved Big Charles. I loved Big Charles. Okay. But back then all we had was Doge. Like Doge and Shib were the only memes available. Like
I did not sell
Truly.
out of MOG, Arkwell. That's not going to happen. I think MOG's a generational wealth entry. I'm not dumping
Will,
that.
that's not true, bro. I already know you're gonna dump your entire bag
I'm not
midway
dumping
through
my-
2025. 100% you will.
Bro, there's no way they're ever coming back to my entry unless that shit gets rugged. It's not happening.
no, you
Well,
gotta
I
find
know that. I know that your entry is safe. I'm just saying, like, you just said you're not gonna sell your MOG, and I'm like, Will, you're 100% gonna sell your
I
MOG
think the
next year.
cycle's over. I'll sell that shit.
I know you will. That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
keep the whole stack.
You need to find a
Charles.
picture with a falcon, Jackus.
He
Max-
ran it up
Max-
twice.
Max wanted me to share alpha, so I was. Since we had discussion about Cardano.
Dude, what's his deal? What's happening here?
He went on a submarine to find aliens in the ocean.
It's
Man,
not
Does that
looking
not
good.
tell you
bro.
everything you need to
It's
know?
not looking good.
We call that a liquidity oscillator.
Might not be bad signal then.
That's
Time
what
to
I'm
go up.
saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying.
Wait a second.
Like, I'm not saying like this is revolutionary tech. I'm not saying that this will probably be a generational. Well, it probably will be generational entry. I'm not saying that it will make you thousands on thousands of percent like it did last cycle because I think you get diminishing returns each cycle. But I do think that this might be, where fundamentals start to take place because this isn't the only one that's showing signs. There's a lot of them that are showing these same signs.
Yo. Whoa. Somebody asked for Mog Pepe, and I've actually never charted it before, but it's pretty much up only, so that's interesting. It looks better than the USD chart of Mog. Right?
Yeah, you have to ease retail in. All right. First thing you do is you give them like a club soda, and then you're like, "Hey, take a shot."
Wait,
And
are
then
you
about
saying
5
that
shots in,
Stewie-
you add the roofie, and then you start getting them in the casino.
Gosh. Okay, Will.
Are you saying that Sui is a club soda?
Sui's the club
Say
soda.
it.
Bro.
Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is. There. He said it.
Yeah, Sui's the club soda. That's before the fun even gets started.
The
I don't
club
know,
soda
man.
is
It
always
goes
big
further
money.
and further down the rabbit hole. All right, you start with the club soda though.
See, to
Because of the club soda.
me, for a boomer maybe, but for me, the normie who's like between 20 and 40 who's going to come into crypto is not going to come into the club for a club soda. He's going to come in and start taking shots. And you know what those are is Andy, Wolf, Pepe, Mog. Okay. That's
Correct.
Jose Cuervo right there, Will. Okay. That's Jose
Nah,
Cuervo.
Tucker,
but the
those are
party
Vegas-
does.
Those are Vegas bombs, brother.
Those are
But-
Vegas
But
bombs.
look, the party doesn't get started until everybody starts getting involved. That's when the party gets it gets popping, right? Everybody's in there. If you got 5 people in the corner already knowing what's going to happen and they're already pre-shotting the party, they're going to be out before the party even starts. But if once the whole party is kind of on the same page, then everything's good. And I think that not everybody's going to come in and be on the same page immediately. I think they're going to come in, buy the tech, believe in the tech. They're going to get absolutely rinsed by KOLs.
I think it's backwards, bro. I think you're like close, but I would think it's the opposite, man. I think that they come in and they start making money on meme coins, and then they actually start believing in the tech around the meme coins. They buy the meme coins, then start believing in the L1s.
What have we
I
been
think that's
doing
how
for
it's
the
gonna
past
go.
2 years?
What?
But
What
that's
have we been doing
crypto
for the past 2
native,
years?
Will. That's idiots
We've been buying the meme coins.
Yeah, but that's not
been
the
drinking the
crowd we're
Kool-Aid.
talking about.
We're not late retail. We're early retail.
Yeah.
I think late retail will buy Doge. I just don't think that they'll go into full on degeneracy out the rip.
I think they will.
I think
Never
Doge is
did-
at a great spot right now, though. Like, super great spot to buy.
Dude,
I
anybody who asks me what to buy, I get them fully in Pepe. Fully. Like, and they're happy to do it. Like, they're very happy to do it. They're like, I've got
they
$5,000.
trust
What
you.
should I do? I'm like, full port Pepe right now.
You're
Like,
doing the Lord's work, Tucker.
I am. Yeah, I am.
But they know somebody, Tucker. Not everybody knows somebody who started. What it is? These people start hearing on the news, and they're like, "Oh, look, crypto's back at it's at $80,000 for Bitcoin. It must be time to get in." That's how they always do this shit. Or it'll be at 100K, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, look, CNN talked about 100K Bitcoin. Look, this thing's going to keep going up forever." Michael Saylor's on CNN, and then boom, everybody starts piling in. We haven't gotten it yet. We haven't gotten that flow yet.
Our bags go to Valhalla. It's gonna be great.
When you start seeing Michael Saylor on every single major news station, and I mean, there's e-girls, I guess, for gaming, and every crypto girl for on every single CNN channel talking about how Bitcoin is. Who's the one? I won't say nothing. No, I'm gonna be that. I'll be quiet. But there's that one girl who just talks about Bitcoin. When she has conversations, I completely just don't even know what she's talking about.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
We'll leave her name out of it. Yeah.
We'll leave her name out of it, but it's like, bro, what?
Dude, this needs to be discussed. Okay.
What? Just ETH. I was expecting something more exotic, Max.
We'll get there. But like
Spaceman, shh.
Like this, we need this level to be reclaimed right here. Like we need this like immediately. You understand?
That is happening.
You sure about that, Jackass? What about a bearish underside retest? You just gonna break down through support that goes back to April and then it doesn't matter? How's that possible, Jackass?
This is no resistance. That's retail resistance, not minor.
So this was
resistance.
support, but it's not resistance.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
it's
understand.
it's only support once you're above it, but not resistance when you go from below. Few get this.
Few understand.
Well,
It seems like cherry picking, no?
No.
I mean, Max, I'm more worried about like 27, like right where we're at, like 2,700 to 2,750. Like, I think if you break that, you're probably just gonna start slicing up. Honestly, I think if you break that, you fill the gap. Is what I'll say.
I don't know if you wait to enter, but I do think that there's potential for a pit roll maneuver here at 2,900 if it starts to see resistance. I don't think it's a lower low. I would think it would form a higher low structure, but either way, I think there's that will act as resistance. You'll see some hesitation there. You're not just going to slice through it like butter.
Is this a Burj Khalifa
Max.
pattern that's about to happen?
Yes.
God.
I wasn't joking before. Like, that is seriously not a resistance.
Jack, I need you to explain that
No.
to me because I don't understand how this could be old support gets lost, retest, like I don't. That's what I'm trying to understand. Is
All right.
if you rewind the chart.
All I'm gonna say is study origin of the moves.
I don't know if that helps me because when I look at this chart right here, I
Gotta
see
study.
high, I see
study.
range low, this clear range, and then here I go. I'll just play the chart, and you lose the range. I mean,
Yes.
how's that not a bearish retest? I would love if you could explain that to me. Teach me, please.
Gotta study the origin of the move, as I said.
The origin of which move?
Of the down move.
Okay. So the origin of the down move was right here.
Yes.
Okay. So you think that this is your next area potentially right up here?
Yes.
So you're telling me, Jackus, we're going to slice through this like a hot
Yes.
knife through butter, CME gap fill, chop, 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 6K.
Sort of.
I mean, I agree that's a resistance, but I also agree that your floor there is resistance too. I don't subscribe to the notion that it's not resistance.
Will is not a subscriber.
Can you put in Cream USD? You need to study. You need to study.
serious?
Burj Khalifa. I am. It's on Binance.
Okay.
I mean, there's always outliers, but like I don't think outliers work for
God.
everything.
What? Oh my goodness.
This is the only thing that's been exploited more than Rune.
Study Burj Khalifa.
Bro. He said,
Wait, what's it at? What's it at?
Oh my gosh.
What's the price?
1850?
Oh my god. Oh.
Can you put it on Binance chart?
I mean,
All right.
gosh.
Can you flip it upside down? All right. Do you see that resistance?
This resistance right here?
No. The one at the range lows.
The range lows like right here.
No. No.
In
Just
the middle,
like
you're talking about?
the one you drew on ETH. Just like the one you drew on ETH.
It retested it multiple times. You have multiple wicks.
This?
No,
Yes. Study. That's your ETH range.
I don't love this example, but I see your point.
lower. That's upside down.
No
Yes.
shit, it's upside down, Will. I just flipped the chart.
So, but here's the thing: if you go between 36 and 32, you did the same thing and rejected.
What do you mean on Bitcoin?
No, I see what he's
On
saying. I see
Cream.
what he's saying. You slice through and then you kind of got some wicks, but then
Yeah,
yeah.
but here's the thing: you're inverting, like uninvert the chart, go to where the support was between 36 and 32, and you can see where you came up bearish, retested, and rolled. Right there, right below, down. Right there. See those two wicks? Those
Yeah,
came
but
up
that-
with hard
that-
resistance.
I feel like we can find a better example than this. Like
yeah, that's
anywhere.
not a good example. Yeah.
It is.
It's like an okay example.
I mean,
feel like-
the inverted, yeah, I get the inverted example. I get.
Max, can you
Looks
highlight the area I'm
but-
talking about?
Let me look at like Soul.
Or not? Oh no, is that you, Tucker? You're the one.
No,
highlighting?
that's Max. That's Max.
Tucker just copied my chart color. So
That's incorrect, Max. Incorrect.
are you talking about
Right
this,
there.
Will?
Yes. And see how it retested and rolled twice.
Yeah.
And you can run that all the way to the left, and it's the same support all the way across.
Okay. So what does this have to do? Any of this have
I
to do?
I
with the-
got you, Max. I got you. Come over. Come on back over here.
Come back to Hagridville.
Yeah, come back to Hagridville. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So, right, you see it. I mean, you did all this garbage, but this was your support or whatever, and you just went boom all the way up to where Jax's box would be at 3,200, right?
Ah, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
I see.
Like it really did just blast through, and that's on the 4 hour. So you
still
had
got
a little,
hesitation right there.
yeah, you still got like you got a little something, but you blasted through it. Basically, you didn't just do this.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's anticipating necessarily 100% chance on a pit roll maneuver, which is where it comes on just retest and rolls.
The pit roll maneuver. That's not a great look though.
I think it's more just be err on the side of caution around that range. That's all. That's basically all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should exit or any of that shit, but just understand that that could roll there.
So I need to show you a chart that I just made, and I came up with this 100% on my own. No one else, especially nobody here on the team, made this. But I came up. I just found this fractal. So, I mean, I'm the one sharing my screen. Obviously, I made this. No one else made this. Certainly not Jackets. Certainly not Jackets. Yeah, here we go. So I just made this, and I feel like you guys would find this interesting because I just made this. It's an original.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. The bottom trend line tap,
but it still stays within line what I talked about the other day, which is where you can come back and partial fill that wick before you actually move.
Will, why are you bearish, bro?
I'm not. I'm literally just saying.
He's pretending he's not bearish. I can tell he's bearish.
Look, I'm fully exposed, bro. I'm just saying, like you are below resistance. Don't lose your mind here, thinking that it's going to just V recover out of here.
But Jack has told me V recovery.
It literally is. It's at monthly support.
Max, will you read that?
Yeah, sure. I can read some for you. Good morning, BB Habibis. It's time to fucking Giga Chad. Stay strong, stay resilient, stay relentless. We're going to win so big that you'll be thankful for these shit times. Look your kids in the face and tell them why daddy is loaded. Let's fucking go. Dude, Crypto Maxi, who you're in our Discord, right?
It's Colton the King.
It's Colton the King.
That's his name in Discord, bro. Yeah.
All right, dude. Give him. He's getting a free BB Academy, the paid one, not the free one later. He's buying it through super chats.
Yeah, he literally seriously.
You're getting a free BB Academy if you want it. Yeah. Hit me up in Discord. You've been too generous in the comments, man. You're getting a free BB Academy. End of discussion. Whether you want it or not, you're getting a free BB Academy. So we're gonna add that onto your BB account, man. You've been way too generous. We owe you something. Thank you.
I'll let you cook on this, and then when you're done, Max, if I can get the screen real quick.
Yeah, I wanted to just show you this fractal that I made on my own. Totally original, like nothing about it's even inspired by anybody else. Like
Good job.
Thank you. Your approval on this fractal means the most to me. I felt like you'd be jealous that I came up with this. Like
no, I'm amazed.
You came up
happy for you.
Amazed.
Are you on log? Is that how you made it? Yeah, I see what you
I just went beast mode, Tucker. I can't explain it.
Yeah, he's on log. That's what happened. Okay.
You need to study log mode.
I was wondering how you
never come off log, bro. Mike charts never come off log.
I'm sure it will.
So Jack, if this fractal plays out, will basically be over 5K by the end of this year.
Study.
I am studying.
Not enough.
And you think I need to study more?
Study deeply.
Okay, what if we went down on this and what if we zoomed in and looked at the local structure here, right? Like maybe let's go to the let's even see if it will give me the 12-hour. Do you think TradingView will let me go back that far?
On Amazon?
Oh, it low-key does.
To 2009?
If you're going to press replay there, it's going to load more history as well. on the left side if you
Yeah.
press reply.
That might be a poly market bet. No way, Jose.
Jackus, it doesn't.
Maybe it doesn't. You got rugged.
I got rugged, but
Man.
look at this. I don't even really need it because it shows me the bottom right there. See
Do,
that?
do you know what I see here, Max? You want to know what I see? You
What do
probably
you
don't want to know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Well, you're bearish.
So-
That's all I know.
I see studying buying ETH by your fractal for an 85% return.
Will, do you want to know what I see when I look at this fractal? Do you want to know?
I
brother?
had to, bro. I had to.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I see. All I see when I look at this fractal is I see my ETH beta going up 1,000,000,000%. That's all I see.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm good with beta. I just like if we're buying beta with stable coins now, that's a good thing, I guess.
Dude, that's my whole portfolio strategy is buying beta with an L1 that doesn't move. That's literally all I do.
I thought we were full on degeneracy, you know, $8, $30 Solana all the way up to 160 on top of your beta running.
You wouldn't understand, Will. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't get it.
like basically beta on steroids, more or less. I didn't think we were on beta on live support.
You wouldn't get it, Will. It's okay. You wouldn't get it.
He's like which beta, which chain can I get great beta on? That's in the nursing home.
Will, I will make you cope. End of discussion, man.
Dude, some of these poly market bets, bro. Swan Bitcoin insolvent by August 31. Oh my god,
bro.
Oh man.
I swear people are putting money on there just to troll people. The poly
I love poly market, man. It's like every
Yeah.
bet that you can't find on it's like the shitcoin casino for betting.
I was kind of messing around, but I'm kind of serious at the same time. But yeah, let's just hope that Ethereum goes to the moon. I do think that the bottom for ETH BTC is in, but yeah,
Famous last words.
we don't. I've only stated this once, and it's one time only. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I always have to add context because I don't want to seem like I'm one of those people.
One of those.
That
call
name has an
bottom
A and a K in it. Bro, yesterday's conversation was atrocious. I'm not gonna lie.
About ETH Bitcoin?
No. In spaces, but we don't have to discuss it. We don't have to discuss it. I'm much more bullish than some individuals. Much more bullish. Very, very low time frame cautious, but much more bullish. Fully exposed. Don't give a shit. Roll me. That's what I'm saying. Just go up, hit the resistance, roll me. But I'm in the right shit now. So like I have my MOG, I have my shit coins. I think I have a solid like 8 right now. And then the rest I rolled in the fundamentals, bro. Like I'm not getting steamrolled this cycle and coping because the next Luna happened and I'm sitting here fucking on shit coins, wishing to God that I got into the stable coin that's gonna implode later on in the cycle.
People
I feel
keep
like
trying to
that's a-
create the new Luna, but I think the market's too savvy. Somebody's going to have to get way more creative with their Ponzi because ENA was supposed to be the new Luna and it's literally just down only.
Where is that Taiwan bet, Tommy? I'm trying to find it.
Oh no, I'm not bragging. I got obliterated when Bitcoin dropped, bro. Like my shitcoin, like one of them even rugged.
Man.
One of them even rugged. So study getting rugged for like, a solid 5 figs in a shitcoin.
You just brought up some
At one point
PTSD.
it was yeah. Oh man. Bro.
Oh man.
DXY looks. What do you guys
Horrendous.
think of DXY?
Maybe one last scam pump, but it looks terrible. Looks like it's about to roll.
Tucker, you're back on the screen.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was just looking at the Taiwan prices. The
The
China
Taiwan invasion.
Yeah, the Taiwan invasion is priced at about 8 cents right now for yes.
That's actually
you
a really
really-
good short hedge on the market.
That's a
Okay.
12.5x. It's not bad.
Can you really guarantee there's a lower than 8% chance at any given time that China will invade Taiwan?
No,
can't.
and I think it's I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it.
And it
man.
would be at the end of this presidential term, I feel like. It would be
He-
before.
Here's my thoughts though on China invading Taiwan. If the U.S. gets involved in war, period, you can look back on this. The market knee-jerk reactions for a day to maybe 3 days at most, and then immediately bounces and goes straight Valhalla.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
War
a
is bullish. No, I'm not
moving
saying it's
thing.
bearish. Yeah, but the headline will be like the headline would be
It will nuke initially.
It will
It will
incinerate
nuke
video.
Yeah.
Definitely
Initially,
that.
it will drop. Yeah, it maybe even worse, but it will crush
Yeah.
markets immediately. But there's no point in selling at that point. You might as well just hold on because that thing's going to return. It's done multiple X's. You can go back through history. It does multiple X's beyond what it crushed you on within the next year or two. Like, you should just be buying if a war happens. Just buy and buy and buy as much as you can.
Somewhere I'm seeing that Chud Jack meme. Nothing ever happens.
Dude, seriously, it's real. Nothing ever happens, man. Nothing ever happens.
If that were to happen, though, I mean, semis get probably destroyed for a day or two, and then the market bounces. It's probably like a generation,
bro.
It's probably like a
not
generational
bounces.
buying opportunity for semiconductors, because we'll announce that we're moving production of them into the United States, and then they bounce, and then everything bounces, and
Jobs data bounces, everything bounces. Jobs data will bounce hard as hell off of war. Like, you'll get that initial COVID dump, and then as fast as COVID recovered, war will be faster. War will be much faster.
Yes.
But I think on a more like technical basis, I kind of think the dollar can pop into like maybe 104, 104.5 again, and then I think it's probably done forever.
Tommy, what are we
It's gonna
talking about? 104?
Yeah,
Tommy,
it's
over.
I said this I can't remember if I said it on the morning call or if I said it on Market Check, but the structure of that, like that lower high or that shoulder that we've been forming since effectively like April, reminds me of the bottom Bitcoin put in pre-ETF. So when it was just kind of like chopping and grinding higher, I think the dollar is chopping and grinding.
I see what you're saying now. Hang on. Let's put it up.
The dollar's building long though, so you know what it's going to do. You know what things that build long do.
Dude, what is that Bitcoin chart? What is that?
That was like the 3-month or something.
I know, but man,
It's atrocious. It's bad.
Hang on. So this is what Tommy's talking about right here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting with the dollar.
Yeah, but so you're saying like this?
Wait, what the? Hang on,
Tommy, that goes to Valhalla.
Yeah, that
the
was
dollar's
the bottom
going to
of the
zero.
market.
No, I'm saying like invert the dollar. Invert the dollar.
What are you talking about now?
Oh, okay. No. I see
Zoom
what
in
you're
more
saying.
on zoom
See
in more
the,
on
see
the
the
dollar.
higher lows.
Zoom in more on the dollar, Tucker. Like to the 4-hour.
Oh, geez. I'm on the weekly, brother.
Like, I think, yeah, that like bleed that you're seeing on the dollar looks a lot like that grind that we had on Bitcoin, where
you're saying we're just gonna BART?
I mean, I think the dollar's about to go to I think the dollar's about to go way down.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
gonna
think
hit like 98 cents.
You're looking for that.
If you were to
More,
overlay the 25 to 30K range on Bitcoin onto the dollar, you would be very, very bearish on the dollar.
Tucker, you are going much lower than a dollar, bro.
No, I know.
Hang on. Let me ask Tommy a question. Tommy, you're bullish TLT.
Yes.
Short term, you're bullish DXY.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it bullish, more just like I think it just it's like when it's like a dying animal that's fighting for its life, and so before it can actually die, it's like fighting, and it gives like these really weak stabs at liquidity that ultimately just amount to what looks like a bleed out on a higher time frame.
There's been some really violent analogies on this show today.
Yeah.
First one from Will, and then now you.
Look, you got to watch out, Snorlax, because PETA's gonna come for you. Okay.
I don't even think it's got it in it, bro. I think it's cooked.
Tommy just compared this chart to a dying animal, gasping for its last breath of air.
It is a dying animal, man.
Like you're
it's about
saying, like
bearish
this.
on the dollar.
You're saying like that, Tommy.
Look, we
What do you
don't.
mean?
Like one candle
You-
and then
you-
that.
One little fart up and then straight down.
Basically, yeah.
Remember the
you'd
dollar
hate my
milkshake
take
boys?
on DXY.
Yes. Dollar to infinity.
Jackus,
What do you
say?
think, Jackus? Long swing?
You would hate my
Jackass.
take on DXY.
Jackus.
Are you bullish? Are you
No.
bullish, dollar?
Jackus, it's over.
Oh no.
It's more complicated.
No, it's
Jackus is
a
not
little more
bullish.
complicated.
I
It
know
will
he's
take
not
time.
bullish
Bullish.
dollar because he thinks rates are going down, which overlay the effective federal funds rate with DXY. That doesn't make any sense.
no rates down, TLT up, dollar to zero, risk assets to infinity. Okay.
Cut the show.
Okay.
That's the perfect place
Andy
to
to billions. That's it. There you go.
end. Okay,
Alright,
Jackus. So you said you have a more complicated view on DXY. What is it?
Yeah, that's too complicated.
Why would you interject and say mine's more complicated? And then I say, okay, what is it? And you go, no, I don't want to explain it.
No,
Why would you do that?
you wouldn't understand.
Well, you wouldn't understand.
I would
Because-
understand.
Because I had to do this.
I don't know what that is.
What are you doing? Can't see your chart, Jackus.
I
No,
had to change my PFP for
Change
this.
his PFP.
Oh,
It's really kind of complicated. I don't think it's going to be down only from here. I think like we're gonna move down here, but then we are going to go back into the range. Then we're going to produce a big squeeze up in like 2025, and then it's a wrecked down straight to like 94 or something. But
So you're saying a bearish retest, essentially. Once we hit the low.
not really. No, I think the shakeout in 2025 will go above local highs. So it's going to be a little bit more complicated than that.
whoa. You're saying in 2025? Where's
Yeah. So
here?
yeah, I think we go first like down a little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
retest
something
the
like that.
lows, bearish
Yeah,
retest
yeah.
the highs,
So-
and then
Basically like that. Kind of like
Jacket.
that.
Why this move? Why?
That's too complicated.
I think more the mid range if that's going to play, but that's just my thoughts. I think you
I
would
already know
retest
what
the mid
Jack
range,
is
lower
probably
high,
saying.
and drop.
You're thinking it plays the Bitcoin range from 2021 or for 2022, aren't you? That deviation to 48K.
Wait, what you mean?
Structurally, that's
BTC
kind
range.
of what it would have to look like. Where you
Wait, which time
deviate
is
that range.
You're saying
which
this.
time is? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, kinda could be. But I have my like longer thesis and kind of playing a 4D chess for how like it could be. But I think locally we move to like let's say 101, and obviously it will depend on what chart you're using, but let's say like 1017, down to like 101, right? Let's say like something in that range, right? So looking for a down move, then higher up, stay ranging sort of. People will be thinking it's a bearish retest. then you produce a gigantic shakeout. You endorse the dollar milkshake theory guys again, and then you wrecked it, and the big bull comes in.
We love diagonals, boys. Study support. Study it. Wow.
Oh man, we got a Matic reference in the comments.
Oh no. Wait, hold up.
I think it's important to acknowledge now that DXY is in a big range, and in a range just like BTC was, lots of people will tend to get big bearish at the lows and big bullish at the highs. But usually in the ranges, you just keep sweeping highs and lows and kind of keep sideways until the range is coming to an end, in which case you will see a fake breakout first and then the real move. So I think something like this is going to play out.
This is what Jackus wants right here. I know you, Jackus. I know you. Yeah. There she is. I don't know. I don't know if this move's gonna happen or not.
Tucker, throw up Bitcoin below this chart, and let's look at it. There you go. Log mode. That's what I'm talking about.
Log mode engaged. All right. What do you wanna look at?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the relationship is pretty obvious. I mean, it's not always immediate, but I mean, can there be a major Bitcoin bull market from now through like middle of 2025 where DXY doesn't completely shit the bed? Or is DXY shitting the bed basically a prerequisite for Bitcoin going into a bull market?
Let's look at the 15 to 17 cycle. I think that's a good representation of such case too. Right, so basically you have like DXY, which is ranging, and then you see DXY breaking to new highs. But what happens to BTC at that time? BTC keeps going up, and then you get the big dump, right?
So for a little bit, we'll see DXY rally and Bitcoin rally before Bitcoin reaches mania and DXY craps.
Yes.
That's what he wants to see right there. I see it, Jack.
Oh, I see one more thing, and that's the soybean chart, which lots of people are not seeing right now. Because we are playing a 4D chess here, but people
we're gonna go
people are so tuned in. They are so tuned in. They're like making notes. They are trying to understand what is going on. That they just had no time to pay attention to the like button. So we need to make sure this gets fixed.
Need to put this on here.
You're putting market cipher on cocoa futures?
Yeah, man. Look at that money flow coming down. Might be over.
Bad day to have your net worth in cacao futures.
Not looking good, bro. We're trying to come up here.
All right, let me say something to you guys quick while we're looking at is it cacao futures? Cocoa? How do you say that?
I have no idea, Max.
Cocoa.
No, but I think cocoa and cacao.
Cocoa.
We're gonna call it cocoa. Listen, guys. First of all, I have to thank you guys because we hit 20,000 on YouTube. That's a huge accomplishment for us. We worked really hard to get there, and you guys helped push us over the top. Now, we want to hit 30,000. All right. Never enough. Always hungry. And like Tommy said in his introduction, we unfortunately live in a world where we are not evaluated based on the merit of the content that we produce, but the arbitrary and ever so unimportant like. But it's actually not so ever unimportant. It's extremely important because that is how our content is graded and evaluated. So unfortunately, we have to bend the knee a little bit to Mega Cap Tech. And I plead with you guys to also just give us the slightest bend in your knee and hit that like button for us, guys. If you are enjoying the content, please hit that thumbs up button. Additionally, if you are new here, continue to, I guess, subscribe. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's great. But yeah, guys, we really appreciate the support. And yeah, we hit 20K. Our goal for the beginning, our goal in the beginning of this year was 10,000 on YouTube. And it's August 13th and we hit 20,000. So huge accomplishment, guys. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. Let's see how we're doing, guys. Let us see how we're doing. 212, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. I like 212.
Listen, Max. The numbers have changed. The math doesn't work right now.
That's not mathing.
We went to 400 people watching live, basically. All right. The numbers need to be different. The like button needs to adjust.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
And
we need to fire this up, guys. Let's go. Fire it up. Look at this. Look at this comment. Smash that like button, you fools. That's it. And if you're on Twitter, hit that heart button. And also you can hit the retweet button on Twitter, guys. X gives you super secret special functionality. You can hit that retweet button. It's like 5 likes in one. It's awesome. Here's a meme for you guys. Here you go. All right. 225. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll hit 300 by the end of the show. Yeah.
It's called a loan.
Bernie.
A loan in this economy? It's going to come with interest. We better be at, what, 300 and what's the current interest rate right now? 5%?
For what?
I'm just making a terrible dad joke, unfortunately.
Should we implement something where it's like you can hit the like button, or people that want to just circumvent this pause in the show, they can just buy their way out of this auto extension for you lazies? All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add on another option. Okay, either we run the likes up or someone just buys you out of it. Okay.
All right, so 2,500 likes or $2,500. Let's see it.
How did you get that picture of me and my wife? I don't understand.
Secret. I have my spies everywhere.
Keep smashing the like button. Oh my god.
Nice biceps you have. That's from pressing the like button.
It is. Look at this. This channel will make me so much money. Smash the like button is least I could do. All right, thank you. I've never come to this show and not smashed the like button. What are we even talking about? I mean, you know. All right, let's talk about a little Andy Bobandy. All right. But we're actually going to start over here. We're going to look at some Andy pairs. What really matters is Andy against Ethereum, guys, right? This is what matters, is Andy against ETH. Andy doesn't matter against the US dollar. It matters against ETH because you denominate your Andy in ETH. You pay for it in ETH. If you're not going to outperform ETH, then just hold ETH, right? But I mean, it's here. I'll just draw this out as mega demand, right? When I look at Andy, this is what I see. This is Andy ETH. You're literally just waiting for ETH to start ripping. Now, this is Andy denominated in ETH. Let's put ETH USD down below. All right. I'm going to show you guys the best alpha ever for your ETH beta. Let's go down to the 12-hour. So up top, we have Andy ETH. And down below, we just have normal ETH USD. All right. So this top chart, when it's moving up like this, Andy's outperforming its L1 ETH. When it's moving down, money is bleeding back out of Andy into Ethereum. Okay. When did Andy really start outperforming ETH? Look at what happened here. Let's go down even lower so you guys can see it. When did Andy really start outperforming ETH? It was basically right here, May 21st. What happened right before that? Look at ETH USD. Rockets up from 2,900 or 2,860 all the way to 3,800. ETH went up like 900 points, and then Andy's like bull market began. What you're trading is leveraged ETH, right? So what are we looking at right here? I mean, it's really quite simple. You're holding mega demand, which is right here. Inside, right, make it bigger. You're holding mega demand, clearly. And what you're waiting for is for ETH to put in another move like this. And then what you're going to see is another bull market triggered for Andy, but it's so dependent on Ethereum. It's so dependent on Ethereum. Like, look at this right here. Andy bleeds back into ETH because ETH USD goes down. ETH bleeds into Andy because ETH USD goes up. All you're trading is ETH. That's literally it. It's actually not about the meme. Like, I know people like to think that memes are about the memes. They're not. It's more marketable Forex. So all you're doing right now is saying, okay, yeah, Andy USD is down. Why is it down? Well, it's because ETH USD is down. Look at what happens. Look at what happens when ETH USD goes up. Look at what happens when ETH USD goes down. It's really, really quite simple. So the question you have to ask yourself is, okay, do I want to buy spot Ethereum here, right? Jack has just told me 6K by end of year. It was a personal guarantee. It was financial advice. Okay. He promised he would reimburse everybody if he was wrong. That's what he said. So if you're bullish ETH USD here and Andy ETH is holding mega demand and Andy ETH is holding mega demand, and you know that when ETH pumps, Andy goes up tremendously. Like, okay, this is Andy ETH, right? Not Andy USD. So when ETH USD goes up, let's see, it went up. We'll just do it from the low. We'll just be conservative. It went up 40%. Okay. So ETH USD went up 40%. Andy ETH, the pair, that I'm not going to count that wick. I think it was an MEV bot. Went up 500%. You understand that this is not Andy USD. This is Andy ETH. This is Andy divided by ETH. So if ETH goes up, you're basically buying a 5 or 6 times leveraged Ethereum is what you're doing by just putting your ETH money into Andy. It's a really simple concept to understand. So if you're bullish ETH and ETH is going to do this and go up, then Andy ETH is going to start a new bull market. And it's going to do this. It's really simple. So that's my Andy spiel, you know. But it's quite simple, you know. It's quite simple.
Up soon, Max.
Damn, all that and no one says anything except up soon. I mean, I appreciate that, but you know.
I mean, up soon. Like, I don't know. what else to say? Like, I don't think. I mean, go look at Bitcoin on lower time frames right now. It is horrendous. It is horrendous. Like, I've been trying to watch it because, there's just nothing to talk about, man. Like, what is this? Like, disgusting. We just need our economic data to drop. We just need CPI to come out, and we need the politicians to lie and say that it's nice and low, and that's what we need. And I'm trusting them to do that. So,
We're low key doing this, Tucker, which is what you said we would do.
yep.
More like this.
Who could have foreseen, guys? Who could have foreseen?
Something like this,
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
But it's like I actually think we might be like, let me just skip the here. It's like be like this. Like we're just gonna do that. Like we're in that little scoop right now.
Yeah.
We're in the scoop.
No, completely. Yeah.
Bears will be fatherless.
Yeah.
Yes, Jackus.
I like IWM a little green today, man. That's nice. I mean, you have to assume with IWM too. It's like I think you have to assume that that was a retest of the old range high. Even if it was an aggressive drop, I think for now you need to assume that. Boys, wake up.
Sorry.
Somebody, anybody.
I'm here, Max.
No,
Come back.
no one's here.
Come back to me, Max. Come
No
back to
one's
me.
here.
There we go. See, look, I'm like you're probably
Tucker's
doing
cooking.
this, but just make sure you're not doing that, right? Because I'm like, okay, at worst, I think you get here. At worst, I think you get 55, right? At worst. But one of these areas is getting tagged this week. I can promise you that. It's either gonna be here or it's gonna be here. But we are sitting right there. So we're either doing that or we're doing this. I don't think we're getting both, but we're definitely kind of, as Tommy would say, diddling in the middle right here.
Tucker, I think we get both on a 1 hour candle at this
No,
rate.
Tommy, no. Can you imagine 63, 55,
God.
75? Boom, there's the path right there.
I personally wouldn't survive that emotionally.
You,
I
Max,
wouldn't be okay.
I don't think
right
perp
here.
traders survive it either, Max. Like they're already dead.
I will survive. Yeah.
Vai vamos. Shinderu.
Bid TP if you feel like it. I won't be doing that, but
Nuni.
simple. Jackus, what are you waffling about?
You have no idea, don't you?
No, I don't.
That's more slang.
Spaceman is a man of culture. He gets
Nani
it.
as in the footballer, Jackus? I know Nani.
No.
No? Well, then I don't
That's
know it.
That's just internet culture, like debated,
Oh,
basically.
God. I still don't know what that means.
Nani
How-
just means what
what
in
I'm-
Japanese.
What I'm so confused though is like, how are you guys so like all in on memes and then don't know so many of them?
Because our memes are cute little characters that some random guy created. They're just,
Some random guy.
they're just little cartoons. Yeah.
Wait, that thing that Jackus just said is what we watched at our Airbnb, Tucker, that that Wabi put on.
Oh, what? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Study Japanese. It's a good one. It's my message to the Bears, man.
What you cooking up?
Oh, this was a family show. Nah, brother. I wouldn't call this a family show. I wouldn't. These are your levels, boys.
13.
Bro, can we put on? Okay, Tucker, put on the two-week chart on BTC.
Of course,
Right.
Jack. Of course. Hold on. Let me get rid of all this then.
Clear Takanachi lines.
Yes.
Zoom out a little and tell me what the fuck are we talking about here?
I don't
Study
know, Jack.
verticality.
Yeah. Bears are about to study verticality, man.
I mean, when we break that to the upside, price is going to double in like 40 days.
Yeah. It's gonna be wild, man.
Study 4-year cup and handle formation. Study that. Study everything coming to this exact point in history of time when you have a confluence of plethora of events coming together. Never been more favorable risk than now.
Oh, boys.
We got some interesting astrology tomorrow, boys. That's all I'm gonna say. Next 2 days. See
We
what it
can
means
do
for-
whatever we want in the next 2 days, but that's it. We're done after that. Straight up after
Mercury retrograde is still going.
that.
But
Till-
once Mercury retrograde is done, tech will probably start sending.
Dude, Mercury's not a real planet. That's space LARPing. You know that.
Space LARP.
Elon was space LARPing last night in the thing with Trump.
I know, man. These space LARPs, they just can't help themselves.
Dude, that's a term we haven't used enough is LARP, man. I haven't heard that term in like 2 years.
It got overused quickly on CT, I feel like.
Yeah, it did.
And then everyone just got burned out with it.
Let me ask you guys a question. What do you guys think about this cycle being over?
What?
About what?
It's not me, by the way. It's not me. I don't think that. But
About
what do you
what?
think about the cycle
Hang on,
being
I just want to make sure I
Are you
heard.
quoting Nakamoto list for the 20th of time?
What do you guys think about this cycle being over?
Like,
I think people need to reframe their definition of cyclicality. And I've been saying for weeks that I think we're coming out of an echo bubble, about to enter a super cycle. Like, if you define that as the end of a cycle, then fine. I don't personally. But yeah, I don't even think the real price appreciation's even started yet.
I don't think the cycle's over. I think that's pretty low probability that it's over. I actually feel like it, despite price being where it is, I actually don't even feel like it's begun, truthfully.
Okay, I want to rephrase just one more question. All right, just one more question, and I'll stop asking questions. What do you guys think about a repeating pattern that's repeated 6 times, and then somebody saying no, it doesn't have to happen again?
I think they're correct. It doesn't have to happen again, but
what do you think the
pretty
likeliness
daunting
of a
to fade
pattern
that.
breaking?
what?
What do you think the likeliness is of guessing a pattern is breaking versus just going with the pattern?
I don't know. You got to tell me what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, like,
It's
Bitcoin
it's very-
cycles.
Your questions are so vague, Will.
So-
like,
6 times. I want to know what pattern you're talking about that's played out 6 times, please.
I mean, it's not really 6 times, but Bitcoin cycles have played out every single 4 years. You get 3 up, 1 down. To state that can break at any moment, and we think it broke here, and that we triple topped here. What do you think about somebody who might have escaped from the insane asylum and told you that?
Well, I just have one counterpoint, and I'm really sorry to have to do this, but
I didn't say Bitcoin 6 times. All right, I literally said,
is that the 15-minute
I just
destroyer?
threw out a number.
yeah, it is the destroyer.
Turn that
On
off.
the 3 month.
Turn that off, Tucker.
Tommy, study this, man.
Turn that off,
No,
Tucker.
it's pretty accurate.
Turn that off.
It's off.
Turn that. It's not
All
off.
I'm
I can see
saying
it. Turn
is,
that off.
is I was told yesterday
Oh,
that this
no.
cycle is ended
Oh,
and that
Tucker, turn it off.
all right, it's
Oh.
off. It's off.
Turn it
do you-
off.
do you-
What are you doing?
you know what else I heard? I heard everyone's already in Bitcoin and there's nobody left to buy Bitcoin and the population is actually decreasing.
The population is decreasing.
I don't know how this shit came into the conversation.
Dude, men will do everything
Well-
except just shut up and bid, honestly.
I know.
I kept hearing this thing that who is going to bid Bitcoin for like the past, I don't know,
Everybody's
7
already
years
bought
or
it.
something.
That's what they say.
Constantly.
That-
And then every single time someone comes in with a larger quantity of liquidity, and you hear news like, "Oh, we just shoved in 500 million into Bitcoin," like yesterday, the Japanese fund or something. Every single time.
Like, I feel like
Um,
asking where the money's going to come from is just a really like stupid opinion to have. There's so much money and they just keep making more of it every single year.
Yeah, where's the money gonna come from? Study this chart.
Dude,
never
literally,
stops
let
going
me
up.
take the chart back, Tucker. I literally
It
just
doesn't-
tweeted
it
this
doesn't-
out.
Listen, it doesn't even need to come from like newly created liquidity. All it needs to do is that the liquidity will start rotating from other assets, basically, right? And that's all it takes, just on a
Yeah,
macro
but
scale.
even if people don't want to rotate, you still have new money, right? It could be either. It's like, look
Either
at
way.
this. Where's
Exactly.
the money going to come from? Where's the money
Yeah.
going to come from?
It's gonna come out of thin air because they're gonna print it. And they're gonna-
Literally, that's what
I
this chart
literally
is.
said
Where's
that
the
money-
yesterday.
This is the chart
Where-
called "Where's the money?"
Where is
come
the
from?
money gonna come from? Everywhere.
Literally everywhere. All the globe, central banks around the world. It doesn't matter. They'll just
Listen,
keep making more
aliens
money.
will invade this world and bid Bitcoin. I'm telling you.
Aliens.
what-
Are you
what do you-
space larping? Jack.
yeah, he's space larping.
Wow.
What do you guys think about Bitcoin only making 10% gains every cycle now moving forward?
Will, what are you talking about?
Yeah, where are these points coming from? I know where they're coming from. Actually, they're coming
What are you
from
talking
Stacey
about?
Ron yesterday.
Did you write them down?
He
I
talked
can
about
probably
it
guess.
I
yesterday.
have them all mentally engraved in my mind of just the
Bitcoin
stupidest
making
comments I've ever
10%
heard.
gains every 4 years.
And then going down 60%.
And then going down 60
Literally,
to
that's
90%
the
every
stupidest
cycle.
thing I've ever heard. If that's true, like that doesn't even make sense. You can't quantify that. That is a lost opinion.
You can't believe in downside cyclicality to that degree and expect upside to be capped
Who
like
said
that.
that? Who said
Who do you,
that?
who do you
What-
think
uh,
said
let-
that?
I
Let
don't
me-
know. I go home and hang out with my kid now because he goes to bed early.
Hold
so
on, I
don't
have one
touch
better.
bases.
I have one
Nah,
better, Max.
Naka.
What do you think about comparing the S&P that has been around for hundreds of years to Bitcoin that's been around for 10?
I like it actually.
And saying that Bitcoin is about to slow down to a slower growth rate than the S&P that's been
I
around
think
for hundreds
that
of
is
years.
ridiculous. I like the comparison. I think there's some utility in comparison between the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Russell, the Dow, and Bitcoin as Bitcoin becomes more integrated in TradFi and an institutional grade product globally. But to say that you're going to have underperformance against the S&P 500 by holding Bitcoin, given what we know about both the S&P 500 and Bitcoin, I believe is a really tough sell for me personally.
So I just for the audience's sake, Bitcoin is a commodity that trades 24/7 and trades worldwide, not just in one economy, worldwide. I am just mind boggled by
Will,
some of the people.
where
in this
is the
space.
money going to come from? Who wants to buy Bitcoin anymore?
bro? Like people just like, man, oh man, I don't even know who wants to buy houses. Why are houses being built? Who
Did
wants to buy
Michael
food?
Taylor
I can
buy
go- I can
all
go
of
farm my own food.
MicroStrategy's Bitcoin with cash, guys? How did he acquire all of that Bitcoin? Yeah, he used some MicroStrategy cash, but how did he buy a majority of that Bitcoin?
Well, I want to know who is going to buy all those Snickers.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's going to buy all the Snickers? Everybody's had a Snickers. Why are they going to buy more? Doesn't make any sense. They've all tasted the Snickers, so why did they need to buy? Why did they need to buy any more?
Dear God. Oh dear.
And I suppose lots of new members that are like, what are these guys talking about? And the old ones are like laughing because they know.
The funny part is I was told that everybody's in Bitcoin, so I did a little investigation, and I don't know, consensus basically stated that only 17% of Americans are actually in crypto in general. So that leaves 82% of the population that can come in and join us, which means a lot of liquidity on top of the money printing.
Will,
and that's just
look at
Americans.
this
That's not even
chart.
the world.
Where is the money going to come from?
You want to know where it's going to come from? Here. There it
should-
is.
This is how we should name the stream tomorrow. Where is all the money gonna come from?
There's where
Yeah, let's name the stream. Where is all
Here's
the
what
money?
you need to understand, okay? Here's what you need to understand. The people that control the global liquidity are greedy. And they recognize, on top of that, that not only does it serve their own interests to print more money, but it's the only way that they can preserve all of their wealth as well. They can't stop printing money. They can't stop printing money at this point. There's no going back. They cannot move to some sort of equity-based fiat currency. The only thing backing your dollars is a giant aircraft carrier and a bunch of tanks and a bunch of weapons and a bunch of fighter jets. That's literally the only thing backing your US dollar. That's it. The strongest military in the world. And they keep making more of it. All you have to do is whenever there's a dip in risk markets, all you have to do is just shove it until the whole thing collapses to zero eventually. But it's probably 50 years until that happens. Where's the money going to come from? Here's the thing. And I'm going to say this to all of you guys because I feel like our audience base is between like 18 and 35 and our whole panel's between 18 and basically 35. We've got one guy, I think that's a grandpa, but beyond that.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Beyond that though, when I graduated college, I'm 28, almost 29. When I graduated college, $100K a year was a lot of money. It was like, oh, you're making six figures. Okay. 100 grand a year now, simply like it gets you, it just kind of gets you out of the starting gate. Okay. Pretty soon, $1 million is not going to be what $1 million used to be. Bitcoin fixes this. Where's the money going to come from?
It's going to come from money from government printing, and it's going to come from individuals who buy in. Like assets, once they've gained attraction, they just infinite up. Like it's infinite money glitch. That's what they've created with inflation.
Sorry, Sean. Sean says I'm 36. I felt that.
Don't worry, Sean. I'm older than you, so let's not.
I was
talk
making
about
fun of Will, not you, Sean, not you. I know we have. I see our demographics on YouTube. It like tells you what your average viewer makeup is. We have 99% men, and they're between 18 and 35. And we probably have like one woman who's 50, and that's it. We love women of BB though.
Yeah, well, all people. The thing is like look at Bitcoin's structure here and look at any asset structure. When it starts to create this structure over a decade of time, that structure just stays. It just stays. Like it doesn't matter if the asset has value or doesn't have value. It's more higher highs, more higher lows. Everybody's bought in, drank the Kool-Aid, and everybody's in. Run it up.
Okay, guys, here's the deal. If we flip 62, 63, 70 comes quick. Big if, right? But you get back inside that value area, it's quick.
Do you remember what I told you about the monthly candle?
80K.
80K, yep.
Is that what you said, Jackus? I remember you saying that.
Yeah, good.
All right. So Jube said she's a woman and she's 40.
Okay, hang on.
I think Max is just going off of what he gets on the data from YouTube.
Here's where Moonboy Jackus thinks we're going right here.
Moonboy Jackus.
Imagine
Moonboy.
imagine going from perma bear to Moonboy.
Things change quick.
If
I'm
you
all
flip
in on a 60
63,
flip.
we're gonna fly. We're going
Yeah.
easy. If you flip 63, you're getting up to 70 in a heartbeat.
Correct.
Like this. Okay. It's level to level me, matey.
Wait, what happened? I'm a woman and I'm 40. Yeah, I've been saying this. We need more women in our Discord. It's just a bunch of young men, and we
True.
have a few women in our Discord, and they just mellow it out. It's unbelievable. I almost thought about doing like a discount for women, but then I was like, how do I even prove that? I'll just have a bunch of 19-year-old boys being like, I identify as a woman, give me discount, and it just wouldn't work. But we need more women in our community because women in crypto that like take it seriously are like really chill and like stoic, and then men are like autistic. Like every young guy, like all of us are just, there's like a neurotic side to young men in crypto, but women that can do it well are like chads, like really cool.
I'm always like, how do these women like are able to withstand all these 19 years old
The
the autism out there?
Yeah.
But it's cool, as you say, Max. It's cool.
I know a few.
And I'm not
really
even
good
like
women
I'm not even that kind of guy to like care whether like I could care less, right? It's just like what I've noticed observing about like the men in our community versus the women. Like the women are they're just so calm, Like on the days when price is dropping, you never see the women come into the general chat and be like, am I gonna lose everything? Oh my gosh, we're dumping, boys.
It's always the men.
It's always the men. Like the women are just like,
not the men,
good.
the
Like, we'll buy
boys.
the dip. Support is at this level. Like, I'll see you higher. Like they're stoic, man.
I'll see you higher.
Yeah, it's always the young men.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's the young
study
ones.
women of BB.
Question though, what would happen? Like, it's true as well that lots of these women are, like 35 plus, and all of these guys are like, very young age. Maybe that plays a role too. Well, for sure it does.
I think it for sure does. Yeah.
But
Comes with
generally
age.
speaking, women have way more conservative approach to markets, like in general.
Yeah, they do. Here, I was actually gonna pull up the hang
Sorry, I
on.
derailed the stream a little bit there, guys. My apologies.
Yeah, you really did there, Will.
You
really did.
Whiskey wellness, just get it.
Here, I'm gonna show you guys this will be kind of interesting for the audience, maybe, just if you're curious. Here's where did it go? Okay, here it is. Here's the channel demographics, if you guys want to see it. So we have age and gender right here.
Wow.
97% male, just under 97% male. And then I guess it gets clustered between 25 and I guess it kind of goes up. This changed a little bit since I last looked at it. But yeah, basically like 18 to 55, but it gets really clustered between 25 and 45. So I was off a little bit. But yeah, we are very heavy men, 96.6% men. Who could have foreseen?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're breaking into the boomer audience. That's good, Max. That's good.
Thanks to Will, man.
65
Thanks to Will, yeah.
plus years.
They relate to
65
Will.
plus years.
We have, this is just radiant right here, man. This is just radiant. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god.
Wait, it says female and male. What about all those T-Rexes?
We have no user specified right here. Okay.
Damn.
And look at
Disappointed.
this. Let's see where the geographies are from. I don't like that chart. Here you go. Mostly US, then some UK. I don't know. It's fine.
Click see more.
Right here for geographies.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah,
to look
well.
at this shit. What am I looking at here? Bar chart?
No, just
Here you
at
go.
the bottom you have like the Excel sheet.
Tucker, highlight
This is
no
28
way
days.
Jose's comment.
Let's go 90 days.
Highlight no way Jose's comment.
Seniors.
I mean, dude, we've got Radiant, who's in that 65 plus category, scalping 200x longs on MEXC every day.
Study.
You're a
Like,
scalper.
man.
What are we talking about?
He's a beast, man.
Yeah.
Things that warm your heart.
Radiant has been a Will's Outlook follower since 2020, 2021, somewhere in there. Long time.
55.
Look at this. Mostly men. Mostly men between 25 and 34.
But do you see that jump in women's age 35 between 44? That's exactly what I was saying. That the most
Yeah.
women that watch us are around that age.
You can tell it's an age thing too. Like when somebody is more like calm about the markets, because we've got some dudes that I know in the Discord, or like I've talked with them, and they're like 35, and they've made a little money already, and like they have jobs and stuff, and like they're never worried about the market, like no matter what happens. You know, they
Yeah.
view it a little bit more like calmly. So I don't know. I'm definitely cherry. Like I don't have a big sample size of women. I just have noticed the women that are in our Discord are like super calm. You know,
because also that usually the guys and women, the guys and girls that are above like 30, 35 are, they mostly have a job already. They've been through some shit in life, so they take it like more calmly. Their approach is healthy. But if you have a guy that's like sub 25, he usually doesn't have a job and puts all his money he gets from his mom into it, and then he's on leverage and he's shaking, right? So
Can I get the stream real quick, Max?
I love that
Will.
that meme, where the cow is like choosing to go to like a free pasture to the factory to be eaten. It's like the illusion of choice. And it has pump fun and 100x longs. The illusion of choice is you're getting liquidated either way.
Yeah.
This comment is insane.
This is a good point. This might be worth diving into more. I've actually never met one before.
He just married an alien.
I just LARP that I have a fiance. I'm not.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen.
We hired a marketing company to help with our images, and they recommended that I do a Monte Teo kind of situation. Like I just
it's just
kinda
it's
make
just
it up.
AI robots, guys. Nothing more.
Max, you're showing your age talking about Manti Teo right there.
Why?
That was a while ago. Few remember, I think.
You remember that.
Few remember Manti Teo.
He was a beast, man.
Before the stream ends, engrave this image in your mind. Engrave it in your mind. Because few understand.
Will, that chart plays in my head 24/7, brother.
I'm not seeing those slices through butter at the moment.
I wake up in hot sweats because of that chart. I know every tick that it ever took. Okay.
So I'm just telling you guys, watch this area right here, because the fail swing is real. And there's a good chance this thing goes like this and then that.
Will, I feel like you're looking for an entry, bro. I feel like you're looking for an entry.
Yeah, Will, you're sidelined, bro.
I am absolutely not sidelined. Look.
No, listen, I have to jump with Will here. Like that's still a possibility and doesn't invalidate the bullish scenario at all. And this is absolutely fair take. But also agree that I would just love for this to just go up straight up, basically from here, because we had enough. But agreed, Will.
Yeah, I think that this is the area to watch right here because you have this this support that failed once and you failed below it again, and now you fail below it again, right? And so there's a good potential you could come back down. I think I would watch this area and this area right here specifically. I'm not telling people to exit. What I'm telling people is like if you are looking for entries and this happens, that's an entry. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Agree with that. I think it doesn't play out though looking at like how ETH is playing, and I think that the way ETH dragged BTC down, basically, I think ETH is going to drag BTC up here.
Yeah, it could. Very well could. I need to see this area right here flipped. I need to see this flip. There's a high consolidation range here. And if you can flip this, I think if you come back into this range here, you come back in here, I think that you got a safe position to say you're probably going to go up from there, right?
Let me show you something and then ask you a question. Okay, I took the chart back. Why, when we're back inside of our 5-month range and we've already filled in this daily inefficiency like completely, like look at this. We filled that in its entirety. Why do we need to go back down to like, what did you have us going down to, like 56 or something?
Yeah, mid-range.
We've already filled in the inefficiency of this candle. Why would we go back down there?
It's not about why, it's about can we, right? And where are we?
I mean, it's
and I think that
is there a greater incentive for them to send it higher or lower now? Because I view this as they filled in this entire inefficiency after 3 like giant, like OI wiping, disgusting nukes. We're back inside the range. We filled in the inefficiencies. Like there's no inefficiencies left. Like this little pop up, like cleaned it up.
No,
what's left to clean up down here?
It's not that for me. It's basically where are we sitting and where are we rejecting? We're rejecting right under resistance.
I agree with Will. I agree with Will here that it definitely could happen, but I do not see it happening because of the way ETH is looking here.
Yeah, I'm not saying that is going to guaranteed play. What I'm stating here is that you need to watch that area, and if it rolls, you can get an entry if you're sidelined. I'm not telling people to sell to buy lower, because I don't think sell to buy lower. I think that's a fool's errand right here. I think that's really a fool's errand. I think you're already at the low. So it's just, what do I think will happen here? I think more volatility is about to happen. That's what I think.
Well, we do have economic data tomorrow, so.
And then who doesn't love our good old friend volatility?
If you could flip the screen back just really quick.
Yeah,
I think there's potential same thing here with ETH. I think once you broke below this range, you could still come up and reject that range. Doesn't mean you're going to come back down and retest trend or any of that shit. Like you could literally come up and do one of those, for instance, right? Or some shit like that. But this is to me, this range right here was very vital for Ethereum, and we broke it. And we broke it by a lot, right? And so, and then we came down and we retested trend, right? Which was really bullish. This was really bullish that we came back. Remember the Cheeto and the door discussion we were having here, Max? Yeah. We were having the conversation. You're like, it doesn't have to hold. I was like, yeah, it does. Like, this is spot, because I was looking at this and I was like, this is the area. And we came back and we touched it again. So like it's so bullish, because here we came up, we traded sideways, and then we ran. Here we're kind of dragging to the downside, and we could even do it again. But the point is that you're moving this direction to move this direction, right? That's the point. I'm not saying, like, again, that I'm bearish here. I'm stating that if you see more volatility, just know it's just volatility. It's just fuckery. That's all it is.
No, that's fair. There's plenty of fuckery in this market. I would never refute your argument that there will be fuckery ever. This market is vile right now, man. One of the most predatory ranges I can remember. Been trading markets for a while.
Don't let it get to people. Like, people let this stuff get to their mind. You can't let this get to your mind. You got to understand you're in a good range. And if it rejects, it's not a bearish. It's not bearish at all. It's just I've
just turned on the stubborn, like the stubborn mindset. I'm like, at this point, like, the time to shake me out was 2 months ago. Like now I'm not going, like you can't shake me out now. Like it's impossible.
Stocks are
I
already
refuse
bouncing.
I refuse at this point.
I mean, this is the area I was looking for right here with IWM.
Yeah.
If I go over here and I go to PayPal is already pushing back up to the high. It could roll again. Obviously, it keeps on freaking doing that shit up here. I would say Nvidia is at high time frame resistance also. This is the area that you want to get above. This is basically where you held. You need to flip this. So everything's kind of like lining up, but not quite where it needs to be. These zones need to get flipped. We need to see these zones get flipped. This looks good for Rivian holding above here, but I still think Rivian gap fills, right? So because I think Rivian gap fills, I think there's still potential for some like low time frame fuckery going on here.
Will, did GME squeeze the other day, or did I make that up? Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, but they're still under resistance too. Right here's your resistance. You need to flip this, and they can go up and retest, and they can roll.
All right, guys, we gotta call the show.
It's time
for a while.
Yeah.
Crypto Fanatic said, "Study the movie Up."
Study Mr. Fredrickson.
Great stream as always, guys. Now we talked about a wide variety of subjects today, mostly alpha. But of course, we will sprinkle in just some yapping, some rambling in between. We hope that you enjoy both sides of the show. But strapped in and prepared for snorkel. Wow, man. A few quick reminders, guys. We have launched our brand new hedge fund, BB Wealth Management. That is a primarily digital asset focused fund run by the BB team and looks to capitalize on the asymmetric returns to the upside that crypto provides.
Tommy, what percentage did we outperform Bitcoin last month? We just got the numbers on it.
I told him.
Tucker say it was 20%, right?
20%.
Tucker, say that for the camera real quick, okay? Please.
Yeah. BB Wealth Management was outperforming Bitcoin by 20%.
Was that the exact percentage, or was it 19.8? Was it 23.1?
It was like 21.4%.
21.4%. So last month we outperformed Bitcoin, our benchmark, by over 20%. Last month.
It's actually really good. That's really good. That's basically guaranteed returns.
Well, when you have Tommy on the buttons.
Tommy was on the buttons. Yeah.
Jackus is crushing it too.
Yeah.
Jackus's book is doing very nicely.
Yeah.
So sorry, Tommy, back to you. But I'm like, why outperform? Did you really outperform the market if you didn't tell everybody on YouTube that you did? You know?
It's true.
Study kicking ass, which BBWM will do. But if you are interested in becoming an LP or an accredited investor, we do have more information linked in the description below. Just shoot us an email. We will get back to you as quickly as we can. Also, we have the BB Academy, which we launched a few months ago, but we've gotten some great feedback from you guys that have already gone through the course. And as I say, I think it's, for my money, the best course that you can find in all of crypto. You get to learn from a myriad of analysts, not just how they trade, but how they approach the market, how they chart, how they look to analyze situations and then trade based off that. And I think that is truly invaluable to be able to learn from, whether or not you're a beginner looking to hone your educational base, or whether you're looking to potentially reach trading mastery. I do think that there is a lot of utility in that course for both parties. So check that out as well. We do have more information linked in the description below, just like BBWM. We also have a brand new product coming out very, very soon. We have given some snippets on previous market checks, so make sure to check out those recordings. But yeah, the BB terminal is going to be coming out very soon. And that is a product that we have spent a lot of time on, a lot of work, and a lot of money. So we are very, very excited to finally bring that to you guys very soon. Like I said, you can get snippets or previews of kind of what the BB terminal looks like. Last week, I think we did it twice last week, maybe just on Friday. And then I know we did it the week before. But yeah, we are beyond excited to release this product for you guys, and hopefully timing well with the market ticking back up as well. It should be a really useful tool here as we head into a broader bull run. Of course, if you enjoyed Market Check, We will be back for another episode tomorrow. As always, Monday through Friday, whenever the New York Stock Exchange is open, we will go live 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have Market Talk with King Wabi. He had Will on yesterday, apparently a few other guests as well. So make sure to check that recording because we made a few references to it during the stream. Wabi does a great job with that show, and the conversation will always very much take on the flavor of whoever the panels are or whoever the panelists are. But that is it from us, guys. I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, a fantastic rest of your week. If we don't see you again, which of course I hope we do. But if I don't see you again, have a great rest of your week. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow, bright and early, for another episode of Market Check. But thanks again, guys. And as always, stay safe.
Boys, we're pumping.